Okay, so yeah, welcome to Doug's Photography, Douglas Carr Photography. I'm Doug. I'm out on my Fuji GFX doing POV. See what we're gonna find. Yeah. I'm on top of National Theatre Station. Yeah, something else I can just mention, being bipolar, is I do jump from topic to topic a lot. So I guess you'll get used to that as well. I will retake a photograph that I've taken before with my Nikon. Can do some comparison with that later on. This is the station. Nice reflections here with the Utenriksdepartement there. Okay, but for the architecture photo, I'll change to aperture priority. Okay, let me see. Use this a line here as a leading line. F16. Now I'm gonna down the ISO a little bit. 600 at f14 at 100th of a second. Yeah. Fine, let's go somewhere else. Oslo is actually quite famous for architecture. Scandinavian design. Nice you have all the reflections there. There, that's nice. A little bit dark. What I wanted to photograph is this staircase. Spiral staircase here. I think it'll make a nice black and white without the orange cone in it. Find a nice composition. Slow shutter quickly. There, and I can keep going. Oh, that's going to be a nice one. There we go. Okay, back to the staircase. Up the speed back again. I'll swap it back to aperture priority. F8. 125th of a second. That is nice. Just focus there. Maybe if I have both lines instead, both of the metal pieces going around, that I think will be a nice black and white. Some statues. There's a nice reflection. But I don't like. See, I'm trying to not get this part, this building in the picture. I just want the windows and the reflection. I don't really like this sign here either. Guess I'll just have to go with it then. Maybe just add the name in. Home of Oslo, I think it's called. It's very copper building. I've made a nice video of it with my Z6. Always take a chance on getting some motion. Okay, well, a lot of orange cones here. One of them should be good for a practice day with a POV. Maybe go. That is a nice angle. And throw the focus point here. I like the texture you have here on this copper reflection in the window. Yeah, a new bright artwork. 3 stones. At least it's just 3 colors. They are nice reflections. I have the nice reflection over there, but it's not going to be in my picture. There's reflection behind me. And I don't know. Ultimately, I don't know if it's a photograph. It's the arty photograph. How can I turn this into an arty photograph? There's a nice gap there. Probably be a nice contrasty picture if somebody was to be walking through there. Let's look for reflections. Something different to do. Like the sauna here, but if it was just drifting by itself, it would have been like making a nice black and white with that window, not with the boat in the background. Here we have some nice, I guess we could call it minimalistic photography. I want it to be on at least 80th a second. I want the f-stop to be at least 14. I want quite a bit of depth of field. And then I have to go and adjust the ISO to get it to where I want it. Go with 1600 ISO. That could be another picture. Go down, if I go down here, if you can see, go down there. Take it underneath the bridge if a boat goes past, maybe. Let's see. Did just miss a boat. It's Sunday, it's lovely weather. People are out with their toys, like I'm out with mine. Okay, get the tripod out. Okay, I have to switch it to manual. See that I am level. Once I'm level. So at the moment I do have the, I don't have the ladder pretty much in the middle of the image. So you see there that if you can see it, and if you can see the grid on the camera, the ladder is not on the bottom rule of thirds, but it is on the vertical line. Okay, so neutral density to 5, lock the movement where I want that to be, and well, I did take a picture, but there is somebody walking. Like I said, that's not a problem. I have plenty of time. And I can also, what I actually normally do is use the self timer for this. So give myself 2 seconds, just so I don't have any camera shake. Yeah, this. I do want to go slower. I do want more movement to try and get more glass effect on the water. So I'm going to put on put on the other filter. So yeah, if you want to do long exposures, you have, and ICM, you need some filters, and I do recommend, I'm not sponsored by anybody here, the stuff that you see here is bought with my own money, but I do recommend the Z6ii brand, as they do have true color. So important to have true color, fit over the other filter. But at this point you just want to make sure you have your focus set, so you can focus and then turn it to manual focus, because now the camera might be too dark through the lens for the camera to focus. Yeah, I'm probably not going to get it better than that. Would there be a reason to increase the depth of field? 5.6, 13 seconds, 15 seconds, we can do a shot. Yeah, I think that will make a nice black and white. I'm happy with that. Question is, can I get lower? Can I get lower to the line, to this leading line? And composition is, I think, the most important thing in photography. Well, besides from exposure correction, correctly exposing. Yeah, so I'm at 80th of a second, manual mode, 80th of a second, f10, 400 ISO. Actually, instead of using automatic bracketing, I just bracket manually, and I overexpose or set it 2 exposures that I want. So I expose correctly for the building. So if I click on it now, I'll get the zebra, so it's overexposed on the building. So I can then look at it and get the correct exposure for the building and the sky. So there are no highlights being burned out. And then I'm going to adjust the exposure, leave it on F8, well, leave it at F18, adjust the shutter speed to the stairs, to have the staircase correctly exposed. I'm going to in fact move my focus point as well to more on the stairs. If I needed to make the stairs brighter, I can do that in the edit. But happy with that shot. Let's go find some more architecture stuff. So yeah, lovely afternoon of shooting with the GFX100S2 and the 20 to 35 f4 with a true color Z6ii filter out in Oslo. Out on your Sunday afternoon boat cruise. I think we'll go get a coffee and see if we can get some sunset shots. See you later. Okay, so it seems like my sailboat is still working. The sailboat option is still working. Let's see, maybe let's get a seat here and get the shot. Get the sheet, get a seat. Might have to remove that boat. What are we on? 400 ISO. Yeah, we might be lucky. It's not exactly. I wonder. I'll have to put him on the opposite side where I wanted him. Let's stick with him. Wish I had a zoom lens. To see if I can go on this jetty to get the shot. Oh, getting my sailboat picture. So excited. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, fantastic. Don't want the jetty in the picture. Up the speed a little bit. Oh, gonna get him on the end of this boat. It goes around. Fantastic. Let's see. I have to get him on this edge. I've been working hard trying to get your picture. Been running around, hoping you come in my way. Now you're too close. You too. Get you in the sunset. Oh, fantastic. Oh. He's going to make a nice panorama. Imagine if he turned now. Let's get a low to the water shot. Probably can't do better than that. What do we have here? Ferry. A ferry to the water. Oh, what a lovely spot. Never been here before either. Huh. Because I don't have enough money. Yeah, these leading lines, there's this boat rail, things that you tie the boat around. There's the Norwegian flag. Whooping in the flag. Wait for the flag to open a little bit. And let's do a brighter version of that. We can do the sky replacement later from the previous image. Also focus on the flag for that matter. Yeah, some people have boats, some people have jet skis. Guess some people have both. And some people have a GFX100S too. Oh, What a beautiful afternoon. I'm glad I came out. Like I say, I was still awake at 4 o'clock this morning. So, very annoying if one can't sleep. That's life. If they put the lights on now, it would be a nice picture. Maybe a bracket would do. Could I do a handheld bracket fast enough? The sun is nice now. I'm gonna have to do a handheld bracket, I think. Oh, don't want the ISO to be there. So the guy was doing something different. Well, I do need 5.6 at least. Yeah, it's a tripod shot. So do not want to change anything else. Okay, at least the filter. Filter just caught me out there. That's the thing with the Nishi filter. Yeah. Doing ICMs and other stuff at the same time. Okay, do 160. I am going to drop the ISO to 800. Uh, 5.6. No, it's still doing that. Okay, let's keep it there then. 6.4 bracketing. There's definitely a dark shot in it. And there's a bright shot. We're going to try that later on and see. If not, we'll come back. Okay, I'm selecting the two files, the over and underexposed from that I manually bracketed. Lay them over each other. Apply a gradient on the overexposed image, so the one that's focused on the stairs. That will now, if you look on the small icon on the right hand side on the layers, everything that's black on that top layer of the image, that will delete everything on that image. So I'm deleting the overexposed part of the building and the sky from the overexposed picture. Create a new stamped layer, and now I will crop it. So now I'm only going to be working on that new stamp layer, not the two bottom layers. I apply Brilliance AI, and then I will see whether I'm happy with the AI's adjustments of tone and color, or whether I will do that manually myself. But I'm happy with the adjustments here. Now I'll apply no noise sharpening, and this is not sharpening for print or for export. This is just sort of removing some camera shake, and I really love this feature. It really cleans the image up nicely. I do have to correct the vertical lines of the building, so do some rotating there. As I do not have a tilt shift lens, so this has to be done in the edit. Bring it a bit forward. In effects, I'll apply tone enhance, and I'll select clarity. and I'm going to mask out the sky. So I'm only selecting the architecture, the man-made stuff, the stairs. I'll paint that in or out, which one. So I select what I want, paint it in, apply, and now that effect is only being applied to those sections. Then I copy that mask, adjust the opacity, and I copy the mask that I've just created, and then I can paste that over the next effect. So I'm choosing dynamic contrast, can choose surreal, reduce the opacity, go to mask, then I pasted that previous mask over this so I don't have to go and reselect the building and the stairs. Back to effects, apply some sunshine. Although there is sunshine, fine if you want to add it in the effects, it really gives the image a nice punch. Makes it a little bit more, bring it to life, more vibrant. Now I just play with the opacity just so where I want it. Back to effects. Now I've already applied that. LUTs. So I always go through all my LUTs, but I chose to go just with original picture. Apply the border, which is just for social media, and that's it. Okay, I open the image up and edit. Going to crop it. I like to place the boat on the rule of thirds. Maximize the negative space. Apply Brilliance AI. See whether the AI will adjust the tone and color to my liking. Although this is going to be a black and white image, and it was always going to be one with this dark water. Apply no noise sharpening, remove some noise. Don't have a lot of noise, but I'm on 400 ISO, but it does clean the image up. I mean, remarkably. Look at those changes before and after. It's just great. Okay, I go and do a local adjustment. Okay, I'm going to apply dodge and burn, where I've made 2 layers, and in the one I'm going to paint in or brush in more shadows, bring the sky more out to make it darker, but I'm not going over the ferry because I probably want to dodge that, make that a little bit brighter to create variety in the image. So at the moment everything is exposed exactly the same. So now I'm sort of adjusting that exposure afterwards. And I can play with the opacity, I can play with the vibrance in the sky of the section that I've painted in, although I am going to make it a black and white. Or here you can see how you can paint in more magenta into the sky, for example, by adjusting the color in the temperature palette. Just a little bit over the subject, over the boat. And here you can see the difference after the painting, after I made the ocean darker. Okay, and going back to effects, adding tone enhance, adding clarity, but I'm going to mask out the ferry, then I only have apply that clarity on it. Going back to effects, going to add a dynamic contrast, where I pretty much will do the same, just bring out a little bit more detail, though the 102 megapixels from the Fuji GFX captures remarkable detail. Bring the opacity down. I don't want to overdo it, I just want to add a touch. I'm going to play with my LUTs. So as I'm going to make this a black and white, I always add a LUT. I just find the black and white one that I like, which is black in this case. And then I'm going to add a black and white filter as well. Let's see what red looks like. While I select in the list, go through the list and just see the different ones. But I think I'm going to end up on deep black or high key, but no, I think deep black is the one. High key is a little bit aggressive, but I can adjust the opacity again on that. And I'm just going to adjust the opacity on the last effect. Press the J key on my keyboard and just adjust the highlights and the blacks so they're not burned out in the print. Next I'm going to apply a gradient vignette just over the boat, so instead of having it over the whole picture, I can now place the gradient wherever I want it and adjust the opacity, adjust the effect how I want it, and I'll just bring down the opacity. Okay, I've applied some quick screen sharpening, add my favorite border, and that's the before and after, and I'm done. Okay, open the image up and edit. Just gonna level the horizon, put the level 2 on, 2 points which are straight, draw the line across, image will adjust, I'm gonna crop it. I don't want the jetty on the right hand side, would have wished it wasn't there, but I don't want it in the image. Apply Brilliance AI, make some adjustments, adjust the vibrance. Now I would have liked it to be in that orange sunset, but it wasn't, but I can create it. It's not a documentary photograph where everything has to be exactly the way I saw it. The original image is there, and this is editing. I'm going to add a local adjustment, select the yacht, the sailboat, and just brighten it, just so it can pop a little bit. Go to effects, add dynamic contrast, mask out the boat. That's the only place that I want the contrast. I'm going to add a LUT that's going to add some warmth to the picture. Add an orange photo filter and add some sunshine. Give it that punch that I like. It's subtle, but I want it to look natural. Gonna enhance the color. Click on fall. That gives it a nice golden touch to it. And here I can adjust the colors individually. Just adjust the color to what it would look like naturally at a sunset. Gonna go to local effects, add a new effect, and paint in the sky. So set the brush to underexpose, and then just paint in, bring back the sky, the detail in the sky. Unfortunately, AI is not good enough to select the sky without the boat in between, so I just have to paint in all the in-between sections. Added the border, and I'm just going over the brush because I'm not 100% happy. And there's the before, pretty dull. After, pretty nice. Yes, and I think that is it for the day. Quite happy with the day. Don't know what the video educational quality is like, but for me it was nice to really actually just get out of the house and yeah, doing some photography again. It's been a while. It's been a week since I've taken pictures, and the camera is still new. And this is the DJI is completely new. It's the first time I used the DJI. It's my first attempt to do a POV, so well, like my photography, the videos will improve, but at least you can see what Oslo looks like. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe, please like the video, as you know, that really helps me, helps the channel. So leave me a comment, join the community. If you're interested in ICM or in-camera multiple exposure photography, or want to see the rest of my POV of my photo walk in Oslo, click on one of the 2 links above. If you're interested in seeing more of my other photography, or are interested in limited edition fine art prints, Gonna visit my website, link in the description, and please join my private Facebook group, Doug's Photo Community, if you want to post your photographs and maybe get a review or a critique from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.